The internet is an amazing place.
In fact, here at the federal government, we think it's a little too amazing. That's why we've developed Sensodyne.
With Sensodyne, the government can
A satirical video with a serious
from
message.
what we buy,
This TV advert, sponsored by an Australian lobby group, is trying to draw attention to the government's plan to implement a highly controversial policy: to censor the internet.
With Sensodyne, you won't be allowed to.
The government announced a plan in 2008 to put in place a filter to block websites showing things such as child pornography or instructions to commit crimes. If it goes ahead, Australia would become the first Western democracy to have such a mechanism.
It's not going to protect kids from looking at sites that they shouldn't. It's not going to stop criminals, and it's going to block access to sites that really should not be blocked. Here's an example.
Since the announcement, the clamour for the proposal to be scrapped has grown increasingly vocal.
Australia has long been considered a liberal nation that espouses freedom of information. And most people here have come to assume that they would always have unfettered access to all of the information on the internet. Those assumptions are now slowly being eroded.
A leak of the government's secret list of thousands of sites that the mandatory filter would block showed many that were obviously involved in illegal activities. But some of the sites were from organisations that fall into an ethical grey area. One of those sites is that of Exit International, a group that advocates legalising assisted suicide. Many of Exit's members say they're angry because the proposed filter would deprive them of a valuable source of information. Opponents of the government plan say people who are determined to get around the filter will be able to, and some fear it may open the door for future governments to block political criticism. But the government and other supporters of the proposal say those fears are unfounded.
The type of material that would be subject to the internet filter is already illegal on video, magazines, TV, radio, books. You can't see it. Is that a slippery slope?
Countries such as China and Iran routinely filter what their citizens can access on the internet. Australia is unlikely to go anywhere near as far as they do, but for some, any kind of control is simply too much.
Good, clean internet censorship with Sensodyne.
Azhar, Sukri, Al Jazeera, Sydney.